guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, I want to share with you a fabulous recipe for my spicy noodles. Now, these are not authentic by any means, but we love this recipe. If you follow me on Instagram, you've been watching me make it on Instagram stories for weeks now, and you've asked for the recipe. They're really easy, and they're delicious, and you can add protein to this. You can add pork, chicken, you could add some tofu, you could do mushrooms like I was doing last week. It's just so delicious. I'm gonna make them plain today, and I can't wait. This is gonna be such a good lunch. So let me run you through the list of ingredients because it's very short and sweet, but they're all the right ones. You'll need noodles of your choice. I love, love, love these fresh ramen noodles. You can get them in any big supermarket or like Asian market, but if you don't have ramen noodles, you can use any noodle you want. I've even used spaghetti for this, I know, but it works wonders. Then in here, I've got some spicy chili paste. This is some sambal. I've also got some ginger and some tomato paste. In here, I've got soy sauce, rice vinegar, honey, sesame oil, and you will need some water and you'll need some garlic. I was trying to get that all at the same time. I have a large skillet with just a tiny bit of oil in there. You want to use a neutral oil for this, not like an extra virgin olive oil. Anything really light, like a light olive oil would be great. Veg oil, what have you. And I'm just gonna add the garlic, and that's just going to sizzle for just a second. I don't want my garlic to burn. I've also got a pot back there with some salted water coming to a boil. Now, because I'm using fresh noodles, this is going to cook, they're gonna cook super, super fast. So I'm gonna add those in once once the sauce is in here. Now that the garlic is sizzling, we're gonna add the ginger, the chili paste, and the tomato. It will splatter, I know. It will splatter, but it's fine. It'll calm down after a second. Let that cook for a few seconds. Now, this is spicy. If you don't like spice, or you don't like things as spicy as we do, then I would suggest doing 1 tablespoon of chili paste instead of 2. But they're spicy noodles, so I want spice. I'm taking the mixture here of the honey, the soy, all this to my water, adding it right in. And that's pretty much your sauce. It's incredibly easy and simple. What you need to do now is you need to boil, simmer until it's reduced by half. In the meantime, I'm going to take my noodles, add them to the boiling water, and just cook them long enough so that they're al dente because I want to finish cooking them in the sauce for a few minutes. And while that happens, I'm going to chop up a lot of scallions, and that's it. I'm telling you, it is like a 5-minute recipe. So easy. You can add tofu, shrimp, what have you to this. Fabulous every time. Gorgeous. I'm going to take my noodles. I'm going to add them right in. Now, the amount that you use of noodles is going to vary whether or not you're using fresh or dry. So I'm using a little more than 12 ounces of fresh noodles, but if you were cooking this from dry, I'm adding a little bit of the starchy water, by the way, just to loosen up that sauce, just a tiny, tiny bit. If you were using dry, you might just want to use a little more than half a pound because as it cooks, it's going to really bulk. And that is so good, and it smells so good. I'm just gonna let this cook together for like a minute, and then we're gonna toss in a lot of scallions, and then we eat. Turn that off. Now I'm going to just stir in a lot of scallions, and then I'll just reserve some for the top. You cannot imagine how good this smells. It is just fantastic, and it's really, really quick. And like I said, you can add any protein to this that you want. You can use gluten-free noodles, you can use shirataki noodles to keep it low carb. I have done it all, and the magic is just in that sauce. So use what you want. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a bite because impatient, and then I'll serve and bring it to lunch because this is what we're having for lunch today. Very Italian of me with the rolling of the fork. Don't judge me. Like honestly, you don't know how good it is until you make it. The recipe is on laurainthekitchen.com. Do yourself a favor, go get it, go make this. You will be so thankful. Look at that. And I will see you next time. Bye.